Hello everybody and welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in the return of the NASCAR Xfinity Series to Mexico City for the 15th race of our 2025 NR2003 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Connor Zilisch, the road course king of Xfinity himself, starts on pole position alongside his teammate of Carson Quaffle, and we are underway here at Mexico City. Who is going to go to victory lane here in the return to Mexico City for the first time in 17 years as Quaffle, Zilisch side by side for the lead. There's turn 1 and turn 2. Quaffle clears Zilisch for the lead. Ty Gibbs follows through into second trouble into the wall. Goes the 9 of Daniel Suarez, the hometown favorite. Suarez at his home track here in Mexico City crashes into the wall here on the exit of turn 2 to start this race and loses all of his track position all the way outside the top 20. Suarez will fall. He's got a long road to go. Meanwhile, at the front, Carson Quaffle's number 1 leads the field here over Ty Gibbs and Connor Zilisch, with Sam Mayer, Christian Eckes also in the picture. But how about Carson Quaffle with a great start to this race? Had that impressive run at Circuit of the Americas. Trying to do it once again here. The caution came out for a crash that took Brad Perez out of this race. Ty Gibbs was going to restart in the lead, but he's going to pit as we take the green flag, which will give the lead to Sam Mayer and Carson Quaffle still on this restart. As we're back underway here in Mexico City. Sam Mayer in the 41 with a brilliant restart. Just zooms right on by Carson Quaffle, and Mayer easily clear for the race lead into turn 1 here at Mexico City. Zilisch drives his way into second. How about Christian Eckes trying to take third away from Carson Quaffle? But Sam Mayer to the lead here in Mexico City on our first restart of the day. And trouble around goes the 71 of Ryan Ellis. He just gets loose off the door of Austin Green. Ellis just the back motor to the outside wall. We stay green. No caution. We continue on for that one single car spin here on this almost 5-mile road course here in Mexico City. The front of the field, it is, of course, Sam Mayer, of course, multiple-time former road course winner, leading over the rookie and phenomenal road racer of Connor Zilisch. Now, a little bit later, Jeb Burton gets turned hard, head on to the outside wall by the 53 of Sage Karam. Ty Gibbs also gets sent around with the 07 of Alex LeBay. Gibbs just went wide here, got tagged by LeBay. Both go spinning, clipped the outside wall after Jeb Burton got turned head-on hard into that outside wall, thanks to Sage Karam. No caution, by the way. We stay green for this incident. Very interesting decision by NASCAR. That's going to take Jeb Burton out of this race. Meanwhile, Sam Mayer still in control, leading over Connor Zilisch. A little bit later, Anthony Alfredo goes too wide, and Alfredo, racing Harrison Burton, puts himself in the wall. The 42 spins himself out. Ryan Sieg just clips him in the back there. Costs Sieg multiple positions, as well as Alfredo. Chris Wright then drives right to the door of Ryan Sieg on exit of the corner. A couple of guys bring themselves down pit road. Ryan Ellis, Brandon Jones among them. And then later, Alfredo gets his revenge on Harrison Burton, taking the 25 and the 44 out of the race in a vicious crash. In the final few corners of the course, Alfredo also spins out. Ty Gibbs collects some more damage to his car in a wild turn of events here in Stage 1 in Mexico City. Harrison Burton and Brendan Poole now going to be out of the race. I cannot believe. Okay, NASCAR did throw the caution for that here. Sam Mayer now coming through last lap of Stage 1 here, looking to pick up his 3rd stage win this season. He leads over, of course, Zilisch in second and Eckes in third. Rounds his way through the long final carousel corner before the long front straightaway here. The drag race to the start-finish line. Sam Mayer going to pick up the Stage 1 win here in Mexico City. Connor Zilisch will be second. Christian Eckes is third. Coming through to take fourth here is the driver who got the lead early in this race but dropped back, Carson Quaffle, in the one another rookie here. Following behind him will be Sammy Smith running out the top 5. So you have 3 Junior Motorsports machines in the top 5 here in Stage 1. Taylor Gray 6th, Sheldon Creed 7th, Christopher Bell in 8th, William Sawalich 9th, and the final stage point goes to Daniel Dye in the 10. So Sam Mayer picks up the Stage 1 win over Connor Zilisch here in Mexico City. And we go on to stage number 2. Of course, after we had a little bit of chaos here in Stage 1 that took out Jeb Burton, Brendan Poole, Harrison Burton, Brad Perez, a lot of others. Now, meanwhile, there's only 5 cars here Zooming towards turn 1, it is Zilich, Mayer, Quaffle, Eckes, and Sammy Smith, as the whole rest of the field, for some reason, didn't catch up as we went green and are so far behind your leaders. So it is still Mayer and Zilich fighting for lead. Mayer goes a little bit wide, and the 41 slides into the wall, goes your leader. Sam Mayer drives it in turn 2 too hard, and just like Suarez early in the race, slides into that Rolex wall, and Mayer loses multiple positions, and that will put Connor Zilich in the lead for the first time here in Mexico City in the 88. He leads over Eckes a little bit later in the run. There's Taylor Gray in the wall, almost a big wreck with Josh Williams, Ryan Sieg, and others. Taylor Gray's front wide pound the wall, then Allgaier clipped Ryan Sieg. Josh Williams gets slammed hard into that concrete wall by Thomas Annunziata, and we stay green, but a wild race so far here in our return to Mexico City. Zilich continuing to lead, and then Ryan Ellis gets sent way off the course, gets into the outside wall there. We stay green, no caution as Ellis gets it back going the right direction. Zilich continuing to dominate stage 2 over Christian Eckes. Here on lap 26 now, Zilich trying to lap Parker Retzlaff for the second time, and Dean Thompson for the first time. Here comes Christian Eckes. He caught all the way up to the inside now, battle for the lead. Eckes and Zilich here at Mexico City. They go wide. They're both in the wall. Both your leaders in the wall. Christian Eckes too hard in the corner, gets himself and Connor Zilich in the wall, and they keep going and they keep their foot in it, and they're still fighting for the race lead here heading towards turn 3. What a battle in Mexico City. Zilich, Eckes back and forth for the lead, looking to get this stage win. Some incredible racing here at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, as Zilich to the outside of Christian Eckes, and Connor Zilich somehow retains the lead after being put in the wall by Christian Eckes here in Mexico City. And a little bit later, Jesse Love hard in the wall, upside down goes the 2 of Jesse Love, thanks to Austin Green just completely missing the corner, cleaning out the 2. Caution is out for Jesse Love on his lid, and that completely changes this race, and Jesse Love's horrible last 2 months continue with another DNF as your leaders, Quaffle and Zilich, come down the pit lane as we go green. A very questionable decision that they come in as well as the 24 Christopher Bell, and they still come out in the lead before the field. The rest of everyone else, Sammy Smith and company, take the green flag. So technically, Connor Zilich is still your race leader here as we go towards turn 1 here in Mexico City, with Quaffle second, Christopher Bell third, and the battle for fourth here between Austin Hill and Sammy Smith. A wild turn of events here with strategy and everything here in Mexico City. Very similar to what we saw Circuit of the Americas, and there goes the 21 of Austin Hill. Just like multiple drives before him, overdrives turn 2. Into the wall he goes, almost collects Brandon Jones right there, who got shoved wide by Blaine Perkins and Parker Retzlaff. Just a wild race here at Mexico City, especially here in the second stage of racing. As we continue to look up through the field, Justin Allgaier battling the 14 and Josh Blicky for position, but Connor Zilich continuing to lead the way here in an impressive performance here in Mexico City. Then he, Quaffle, and Bell pit again the following lap with the 8 of Sammy Smith. I don't know if it's for some kind of penalty or something, but a very odd turn of events here with why these guys keep pitting so frequently. So that's going to give the lead to the rookie of William Sawalich. And the number 18 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, Sawalich leads the way over Justin Allgaier here in Mexico City. And then caution has come out because after exiting pit road, my goodness, Sam Mayer and Christopher Bell have phased together. What in the world is going on here? The 24 and 41 phased together in a really weird and annoying glitch that's going to take out 2 of the best cars in this race. Bell was running top 5. Sam Mayer won stage 1. Now they're both out of this race with some pit road shenanigans. And it's just, I don't know what the problem is with the Xfinity Series on road courses, but they can't seem to get one clean race in as Allgaier pit as we go green. So Sawalich and Christian Eckes leading us to the green flag once again. Sawalich with a great restart, able to clear Christian Eckes with ease here through turn 1. Now heading here towards turns 2 and 3. Sawalich holds the lead. Josh Blicky was a little wide, but still holds second. There's Connor Zilich. Daniel Suarez trying to survive with heavy nose damage from a few incidents. And everyone else here makes it through safely. So at the front of the field, it is William Sawalich leading Christian Eckes. 88 and Connor Zilich gets turned, the dominant car of the day in the wall. Dean Thompson wrecks Connor Zilich for like 12th spot on the racetrack. costs both of them all their position and damages the favorite to win this race. And Connor Zilic in the 88, huge damage he will have to come back from. William Sawalich continuing to lead the way here. Now just 2 to go in stage 2. Sawalich, Sawalich overdrives the corner, into the wall goes the 18. And your leader once again into that green Rolex wall and exited turn 3. Huge mistake from William Sawalich, the rookie. And that gives the lead to the 16 of Christian Eckes, who of course is another rookie. Now Eckes in position to pick up the stage 2 win, and that is exactly what he's going to do down this front straightaway. Christian Eckes is going to win stage 2 here in Mexico City, thanks to the mistake of William Sawalich, who still brings it home in second in the stage, but misses out on that crucial playoff point. Carson Quaffle third. How about Thomas Annunziata and Josh Balicki, the top 5. Sheldon Creed 6th. Nick Sanchez comes across 7th, followed by Justin Allgaier 8th. And then you got Josh Williams making his way through here at 9th. And somehow, with all that damage, Daniel Suarez will still get a stage point at his home track here in Mexico City. No stage points for Connor Zilic after that crash, as Eckes picks up the stage 2 win after a wild and chaotic stage here in Mexico City. So now we're back underway. It is Eckes and Thomas Annunziata for Cope Family Racing, leading us to the green flag here with just 22 laps to go here in Mexico City. How about Annunziata having one hell of a run here, going for the lead against Christian Eckes? This would be a massive upset. Annunziata to the lead, and he goes wide into the wall. Another rookie into the wall. There goes Thomas Annunziata pushing the issue. He goes off into the wall. There goes his shot at the win. He'll drop all the way now behind Connor Zilic, the back end of the top 10. Back at the front now, it's a battle between Christian Eckes and Justin Allgaier, and the 7 has snagged the lead. Justin Allgaier is leading for the first time in Mexico City in the final stage now with just 8 laps to go. Here comes Christian Eckes. Contact made between your leaders. Eckes and Allgaier putting it all on the line here in Mexico City, fighting for the lead and what could be the win here, but don't count out Connor Zilic in third. A few lap cars between them, but he has charged his way through the pack and is back in contention. But Christian Eckes takes the lead away from Justin Allgaier with just 8 laps to go here in Mexico City. What a pass from the young driver, number 16, who continues to lead here now with just 7 to go, and Allgaier goes wide into the wall, goes Allgaier. Just like Suarez, Annunziata, and Eckes before him, Allgaier slides into that turn 3 wall, and that moves Connor Zilic into second with just 1 car, or 2 cars now, between himself and race leader Christian Eckes, looking for his first career win here in the Xfinity Series. I couldn't find why, but a caution came out, so now we have NASCAR overtime. Here in Mexico City, it is Eckes, Zilic, and Allgaier fighting it out for the win. Eckes with a brilliant restart, easily slides in front of Connor Zilic to clear himself for the race lead, but here comes Justin Allgaier to the inside, the 7, giving it one last shot on Christian Eckes here through the dangerous turn 3, and he does it again! There goes Allgaier and Sanchez, both into the wall on exit of turn 3, and the 7 has choked away a shot at the win. Now Eckes has a huge lead over Connor Zilic and is driving away to his first career win. Christian Eckes in control here in Mexico City in NASCAR overtime after a wild and chaotic return to Mexico City here. Christian Eckes on this final lap presented by Credit One Bank here is driving away to his first career win, but Connor Zilic has tracked him down, gaining a ton of time on this final lap. Zilic really trying to push it as hard as he can, but the 88 is just going to run out of time. And through the final corner, now to the long straightaway for the final time here at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. It is going to be a first-time winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Christian Eckes wins in overtime here at Mexico City. Connor Zilic second on a road course again. How about Thomas Annunziata third place? Carson Quaffle and William Sawalich the top 5. As Eckes picks up career win number 1 here in Mexico City and locks himself into the playoffs for Colleague Racing. What a race, what a finish. Eckes leading 12 of the 67 laps in this race. Zilic, for the second time this season, is runner-up on a road course. He was runner-up at COTA. Same thing here, just charging up through the pack, but just runs out of time to get the leader, being a fellow Chevy driver. As you look at your final race results here from Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Christian Eckes picks up his first career win, locking himself in the playoffs. Connor Zilic picks up the Xfinity fastest lap on the final lap of the race and comes home in the runner-up position. Thomas Annunziata, career best third-place finish. Good runs for the rest of the top 10, including Josh Bilicki and Josh Williams inside the top 10. How about Andres Perez de Lara in his debut, coming home in P13. Solid run for the driver of the 91 machine. And, of course, the rest of the grid there, Ty Gibbs, disappointed, coming home in 22nd. Obviously, DNFs for Daniel Suarez, Christopher Bell, Sam Mayer, Jesse Love. Just real bad luck for those guys as Eckes picks up the win. So here's your updated playoff grid. 11 races to go in the regular season, and we just got our 7th different points-paying winner of the season. Eckes locks himself into the playoffs, and that leaves 5 positions on points. Quaffle, Sammy Smith have very comfortable gaps above the cut line for the rest of the junior motorsports drivers. And then you got Brandon Jones, Sheldon Creed, all with more than 20th of the cut line. And then William Sawalwich jumps his way in onto that bubble, just 11 points above Sam Mayer, who falls out. Then you got Josh Williams, Ryan Sieg as well on the outside looking in. Everyone else on down really needs to start looking at where they can win races, as pointing their way in might not be a possibility. So big win for Christian Eckes. Congrats to him. And as always, in this episode, I'm going to give a special shout out to my channel members. So thank you very much to DWR, JJ, Brenda Breen, and Jeremy Isley. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. Helps this channel and I continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now on our road towards 2,000 subscribers. So those of you that are watching this video and are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. It only takes a couple of seconds, and I would really, really appreciate it. If you want to get your shout out here, just like these 4, and become a paid channel member, link for that is in the description down below. Until next week, when we are in the tricky triangle from Pocono, I hope you all have a good one.